What up, guys? This is your boy T-Dub, and we are back. What's going on, guys? Listen, it is official breaking news right here, guys, giving you what's blazing in sports while it's coming fresh out the kitchen and it's hot. Guys, breaking news. All alarms to be sounding. September the 15th. Triple G and Canelo will be stepping in the ring for the second time, minus one belt. Guys, so welcome if you have been here before, and welcome if this is your first time, guys. So I get home from work and I get a chance to find out that Canelo and Triple G are fighting, guys, in a rematch. It is official. Some people are excited about it, some people are not, guys, but either way, it is a good fight for this year, 2018. Guys, all we need now is for Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder to be on board. September the 15th, Canelo versus Triple G rematch. November the something, the undisputed match in the heavyweight division, Joshua versus Wilder in the UK. But guys, that is still a story yet to be written. But right now, what seems like it is in ink is Canelo versus Triple G has finally come to terms, guys. So while I check to make sure YouTube is not failing me now, please take a moment to subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, please hit the like button and thumbs up. Sharing, because sharing and caring. Guys, so I'm going to do that real quick. All right, and we are freezing up, and I don't like it. But guys, website said Canelo will outbox the shit out of Little G. You know what, man? Triple G's a big guy, but to me, there's a reason that Canelo really wanted this fight. Canelo really wanted this fight bad, and even Oscar De La Hoya, I believe they felt that Canelo can actually get the win and get the belts and give Triple G that first loss in his career. And to them, I believe this loss, giving them this loss means more than giving Billy Joe Saunders that loss, because I'm pretty sure if they'd have threw the right amount of money at Billy Joe Saunders, he would have took the fight. Hey, what's going on, Loose Stones? Breaking news, Canelo versus Triple G. Fight off again. Hey, bro, that definitely would be breaking news. So what I'm going to do, guys, I think I got this article running, and it hasn't stopped running in the background, and it is causing my delay, which, guys, you know I'm trying to get a new laptop and all that. Causing a delay. So I'm going to read the article, guys, to you guys and let you know exactly what's going on straight from the horse's mouth, guys. All right, so it might freeze up a bit while I'm doing this, but let's read it, guys. Oscar De La Hoya has confirmed that you are not the father. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. Oscar De La Hoya has confirmed Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin fight rematch. Let's scroll down. The rematch between Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez apparently back on. Golden Boy Promotion CEO Oscar De La Hoya announcing the two stars have agreed to fight September the 15th. Guys, you know what's funny is they got a picture. I'm going to have to steal this picture. They got a picture of Canelo Alvarez and Triple G on that show, Deal or No Deal, and they got the person open up saying deal. Pretty funny picture, you know, that's pretty funny. All right, and it looked like this is a tweet from Oscar De La Hoya. I am happy to inform you that we have a fight September the 15th, 3 exclamation points. Hashtag Canelo Triple G2, and so on. All right, guys, so let me close this down. We finna get to the chat, guys. We finna get to it. Listen, and you already know that your boy T-Dub freestyle these things off the top of my dome. So, guys, before Triple G lost one of his belts, before he got stripped down to his bare nothings, well, not his bare nothings, he still had a couple belts, but they took a belt from him, guys, because he did not face the mandatory immediately after beating, what is his name, guys? Monterosa. So he did not. And he even tried to file for an extension. They said, no, listen, there is no extensions here unless you're about to get some dreads in your head or some weave in your hair. There is no more extensions given to you, Triple G. So they took Triple G and made his G, you guessed it, a little bit smaller by taking one of them belts from him and handing him some suspenders in place of that belt. So guys, Triple G, I am not coming off of 50 Cent. I am not budging. I am standing my ground against you, Canelo. Triple G looked to be firm, standing his ground. And then the Real Magic Man comes into the building. Salute to your boy, what's blazing. What up to everybody else in the chat, guys? Listen, man, I'm bringing you this news right. Listen. This news is still hot. Matter of fact, this news is in the same skillet that it was fried in, and it's still sizzling. I should call this news a fajita, because when I serve it to you, it's piping hot. All right, guys. Triple G, the no budge man, the immovable object, all of a sudden started budging. All of a sudden he started giving in. Just a little bit. He wanted 50-50. Guys, there's no way I believe that he's going to get 50-50 because he took 65-35 the first time. So they're not going to say, hey, we're not going to go from 35 to 50% the second time. Now, if Triple G does win, I imagine they will give him 50-50, maybe even 55% if they do a third fight. But surely they wasn't going to give him 50% this fight. Well, especially after Canelo cannot get one of the belts. Cannot get one of the belts that Triple G has stripped from him. Guys, listen. I believe Triple G wanted to hold on to this belt. Triple G knew that the pant size he had on was a 36 and his waist is a 28. He knew without that belt, woo, and without them pants being skinny jeans, there's no way he was going to support himself without showing himself to everybody else. So they stripped him. And now all of a sudden, instantly after taking that belt from him, now he's willing to budge. And to be honest, guys, I believe 5%. That's what they set it on. Honestly, I believe that's pretty good. Remember, guys, I did a video and said that I don't think he's going to get 50%, and yes, he should get over 35% because Canelo is the one that caused the fight not to happen in May. And now that they have to push this fight off, and he tested dirty, that, you know, Triple G should get a little bit more money, but not maybe 50%. 42.5%, to be honest, that's right there. That's where you at. That's where you at. And I know he finally gave in to it, guys. Guys, let me know. Listen, you know what? I got the number there, guys. I'm going to go for a little bit. If you listen, only if you want to. 314-884-1013. I work a lot, so just turn the phone off of silent, but we can get it done, guys. Listen. Second fight typically favors the boxer. Typically favors Canelo, which is not a traditional boxer, but he has enough boxing skills that I believe that he should be slightly favored in this rematch. Now, it could happen with Triple G come out there and try to put a Monterosa on him, but I don't quite believe that. I don't know, man. I think there's going to be another good fight. To be honest, I don't think Canelo's going to knock him out. Since Canelo is now Clint Buterol free, which what I heard, Clint Buterol calls you to lose weight, but you maintain and possibly gain muscle. So, I don't know, man. This could be another decision. And if it goes to the scorecards, we already know how that's going to be. Listen, the scorecards right now, especially with the WBC, they are not going to go against Canelo. The first time was a draw. Many people, including myself, I thought Triple G won it. Close. But there's no way he's going to get that decision. Now, Lou Stone says Canelo told him for the last time, go face your mandatory. You know what? I wonder why. Like I said, man, I wonder why Canelo didn't fight Billy Joe Saunders. You know, to be honest, I think that would have sold just as well as a Triple G matchup because of all the controversy behind the Triple G matchup. And yes, I know the first fight did good numbers. Listen, the first fight had to withstand the aftermath of Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. They was worried. Remember, to be honest, I was like, man, Canelo and Triple G on some bullshit because they were screaming, boycott Floyd Mayweather versus McGregor. And then that fight actually did good numbers. It did such good numbers that Oscar De La Hoya tried to fight Conor McGregor after that. I've been secretly training what nobody knows is for the last 2 months. I've been secretly training to fight Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor didn't even know you were secretly training to fight him. Conor McGregor didn't have no plans on coming back to any ring. Shit, Conor McGregor had more plans on throwing a dolly through a tour bus than fighting in the ring or the octagon. Red Glove Monitor, what's going on, man? He says, is that an about ago this fight was canceled. Now it's on. And if the redhead some bitch fell again, it'll be canceled again. I like that. The way you spell son of a bitch. Okay. Okay, about an hour ago. Yeah, you know what? About an hour ago, remember, guys, they said Oscar De La Hoya gave Triple G a by noon deadline to sign. Well, like he said about an hour ago, that time was up. And Canelo Alvarez was like somebody found Triple G and put a pen in his hand, which means that Oscar, that deadline really wasn't a deadline. They really, Jimmy, I'm telling you, man, I don't know what it is, but they see something that's in Triple G, or they feel that they can get a decision over Triple G because they really wanted this matchup. Because to be honest, I felt if they went and fought Billy Joe Saunders and took that title, assuming they beat Billy Joe Saunders, and that, honestly, I think that would have did maybe 1.2, 1.3 million home buys maybe, and then come back and fight Triple G, they all would have sold just as well. But they really wanted this fight. Real Magic Man says he's laughing at Red Glove Monitor. Remember Billy Joe Saunders called Canelo a redhead, a little wanker. Hey, honestly, I remember when 78 went off on Billy Joe Saunders. I didn't even see the video when it happened, but it came with one of my recommendations maybe a few months ago. Oh my gosh, man, he was going at Billy Joe Saunders. He wasn't even calling him Billy Joe Saunders. He was calling him Billy Ho Saunders. I'm not lying, guys. That video had me rolling. So 78 might be more cool with him now, but goddamn, man, he went in on him. I believe Billy Joe Saunders said something, a comment to him, which caused him to go at him. But it had me rolling. Let's see what we got here. Luke Stones, guys, shout out to Luke Stone. Luke Stone said, these two have been clowns from the start. What else we got? With a Magic Man that's funny. I like Triple G, but he is fucking up right now and has been for a little while now. You know what? Red Glove Monitor. Triple G was talking about he's all about the belts. I think somewhere between all about the belts and fighting Canelo, that money is actually more meant to him than the belts do now, because the fact is that if the belts meant that much to him, if walking without having to hold the loops in his pants up, without his pants falling, meant that much to him, after Canelo tested dirty for traces of clenbuterol, he would have tried to fight Billy Joe Saunders, because Billy Joe Saunders says, I will fight you in June. He'd be like, okay, cool, let's make that fight. I'm going to go ahead and become undisputed in June, and then turn right around and fight Canelo in September. Which means you would have had way more bargaining power. You'd have been undisputed, undefeated, and you wouldn't have got that 42.5%. You would have, at a minimum, got 50%. 50%, possibly more, because you had all the belts, and Canelo would have been fighting for him, which honestly, I would say because Canelo is still the bigger draw, listen, Triple G, I mean, the ratings, actually, they're pretty good TV ratings for Monte Rosen, but if there would have been a pay-per-view fight, it wouldn't have sold. That's just my thoughts on it, but Canelo has proven to sell a pay-per-view, so maybe you could argue for 55%, 50% minimum, but somewhere along the line, guys, Triple G decided that the money is more popular, because when they come out on the record and said we don't fight for belts, listen, to be honest, I think that's what really made them strip Triple G. When Triple G, or even not Triple G, but his trainers, because they represent him, whatever his trainers say and promoters say, they come out and say, we don't care about no belts, we don't care about this. You just shitted on all the belts you have. You just slapped them in their face, telling them that you're going to do what you want to do. And matter of fact, he did say that. Triple G is going to fight whoever he wants to fight, in so many words, because I'm not looking at the literature, fighting so many people that he want to fight, that we don't fight for belts. And then they strip you, and they handed you an option. Either you get these suspenders, or you get these drawstrings, and you got to run them through the shorts yourself. Guys, listen, if you never had to run drawstrings through the shorts, if you ever watched some shorts before, like, goddamn, what is the drawstrings in these shorts? And you got the drawstrings here, and you got the shorts here. Most people say, fuck it, throw it away. They give you the drawstring to try to push through, hold it, pull it tight, push through until you get around to keep your shorts up. And that's bad. Let's get it. All right. Did I miss something? Let's see. At Will Magic Man, Billy's funny as hell. Hey man, Billy Joe Saunders actually got some pretty good skills, man. I think Canelo Alvarez and Billy Joe Saunders would have been a damn good fight. I think Billy Joe Saunders versus Triple G would be a pretty good fight. You can always favor one of them, but because he has that boxing style versus, I think, Canelo and Triple G, who has a more come forward style, but Canelo, actually, I'm not versus Triple G, but Canelo or Triple G has a more come forward style. Canelo has a better boxing ability, which means Canelo fights Triple G, he's going to be more the boxer, and Triple G do the more come forward style. But honestly, in the first fight, guys, I didn't even think Triple G was really hurt. There was one time that Triple G staggered, and when they slowed it down, I just dissed you. When he slowed it down, Triple G wasn't even hit by that punch. His arm was hit by that punch, which caused him to stagger, to be off balance. But let's get to it as we go to the comment section. You know, guys. T-Dub, what's blazing the sports, guys? We are here live. Please do me a favor, subscribe, like, and share. Let's get it. All right, Lou Stones said, at Will Magic Man, remember when Billy in 78 Sports TV was going to bang? Listen, bro, I'm telling you, that's the video I was talking about, man. I saw that video. I didn't get to see it when it first happened because I wasn't a subscriber 78. But you know, when you do become a subscriber of somebody. So a little while ago, the video came across my feed. And I checked it out. And I'm not going to lie, man. 78 went in on this dude, bro. I was rolling. I was rolling so hard that I had to tell my boy Bob, hey, Bob, check out this video, man. See, the beef might not be quite the same. I even remember 78 talking about, listen, I'll fight you. I ain't saying I'll beat you, but I'll fight you. You know, I believe 78 said he took up some different type of martial arts. I could be wrong, guys, but don't quote me on that. All right, Will Magic Man says, he sure is. You gotta love him. He makes me laugh so much. The word Flynn springs to mind. Let's see. 78 told Billy he is a slapped shit out of him when he see him. Listen, I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, I was rolling, man. When he said I'm gonna slap the shit out of Billy Joe Saunders, that shit had me rolling, man. I was like, okay. I gotta tune in for more. All right, Will Magic Man. Let's see. The gym transformed Saunders. Hey, listen. Billy Joe Saunders, he's definitely a better fighter than what he is now. He has definitely transformed. His skills got a lot better. You know, that can happen to fighters, man. A lot of fighters I seen back in the day who was pure power punchers have become more boxers with their power nowadays. D-Tex, Max, what's going on? Dog, bro, where have you been, man? I haven't seen you forever and a day, my dude. He said, what it do, T-Dub? I'm back. Up in the mix, what up? Fighting, don't go up, fellas, chatters. Looking forward to this fight. Hopefully Canelo stays away from the meat. Listen, man, I don't know if he can stay away from the meat. You gotta eat. Listen, the only way Canelo stay away from this meat is if he go vegan. And next thing you know, they're gonna be sprinkling the vegetable fields with clenbuterol. All right, guys. Where he go back? Will Magic Man says, Loose Stones, I remember some of the beef going on between Billy Joe Saunders 78, but I don't know what it was about. I have to look into it. Sounds funny. From what I understand, I remember 78. This is off of memory, guys. 78 put out a video, and then the interviewer was basically like, "What do you think about this guy? You know, I think he got this many subscribers," and talking about 78. And then Billy Joe Saunders responded to it and said something about 78. And 78 put out that video about I'll slap you, I'll fight you, I might not can beat you. Listen, I'm telling you right now, man, it was funny as hell, bro. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you, I got off work. Soon I came home, I don't have my kid. Your boy put a little bit of Henny in the cup. Get home, you know how it is. I'll get home from a long day's work, no lunch break, and then I have to argue. I have to argue when I come in the house. I'm like, fuck it, let me go live. I got boxing things to talk about. Let's get it. All right, hey guys, D-Tex been a member for a long time, guys. Welcome to the family. Will the Magic Man, D-Tex. Welcome. You've been going for so long, guys. But either way, guys, I believe that this right here, Canelo versus Triple G, I mean, hopefully be a better fight than the first one. The first one was not a complete letdown, but it did not live up to the hype. Hopefully this is better. Hopefully it does not go into decision. Hopefully somebody get knocked clean the fuck out. To be honest, I don't care more for one fighter than the other. Like, if you was asking me about Deontay Wilder versus Joshua, like, you know what? I actually care more for Wilder and want to see Wilder win. So, you know, I'll be leaning that way on top of Deontay Wilder punching with the Fendi Gauntlet. Listen, man, if Wilder had a normal right hand, I'd be like, you know, cool shit. You know, he might, you know, it might be a close fight. He might even get beat. But since Wilder's punching with at least 2 or 3 stones of the Fendi Gauntlet in that right hand that's been kissed by every demigod in each and every galaxy known out there, shit, man, Joshua don't even have a chance, man. Joshua might be doing good. And you know what, guys? I'm going to get off topic just for a little bit. I'm going to talk about Wilder and Joshua, but I'm going to come back to it. I know I got I call it a Mexican beat. It's a beat that I made a while ago, so we're just going to get it, guys. I want to talk about Wilder and Joshua. Somebody said something. They were saying that it was in a boxing feed that I'm in, that Joshua's going to beat Wilder. Joshua's the better boxer. Joshua this, Joshua that. Look how bad Luis Ortiz was beating Wilder. I like, listen, I said, first of all, this is just my opinion. I think Luis Ortiz is a better boxer than Anthony Joshua. Now, I think Anthony Joshua may have more power, but when it comes to just boxing ability, IQ, timing, I think Luis Ortiz had an upper hand. There's a reason that Anthony Joshua did not face Luis Ortiz when he was a mandatory. There's a reason that Luis Ortiz was recruited by Eddie Hearn and never fought Anthony Joshua. And also, guys, Luis Ortiz fight in a southpaw position. Things you can get off in a southpaw position or take away in a southpaw position, you can't take away in an orthodox position. Now, in the southpaw position, it's easy to take the jab away because both of your jab hands are on the same side, so they're in the way of each other. It's easy to get a straight left off because that lands very good and angles up when you fight an orthodox fighter. The same for an orthodox fighter getting his right hand off against Luis Ortiz. But again, guys, Luis Ortiz and Anthony Joshua, they're not the same fighter. They don't have the same brain. Luis Ortiz is crafty. I'm not saying Anthony Joshua is not crafty, don't have combination. But Luis Ortiz is a better fighter. Anthony Joshua is a come ahead fighter. His head doesn't move, his legs are not fast, and he's going to come ahead. Now, the one thing about Anthony Joshua, he does got combination. All right, he got decent speed, combination, good right hand, good uppercut, and he will go to the body. But honestly, I believe in the first round. Maybe within the last minute of the first round, that Wilder will land that right hand. And once he lands that right hand on Joshua, it's going to change the course of the fight completely. Let's get back to the chat. Where the Magic Man said the equalizer from hell. Listen, man, that's not even an equalizer. That is like Deontay Wilder right hand is like somebody bringing a knife to a gunfight. Bringing a knife to a knife fight equals shit out. May the best win. That right hand is like a gun. Or bringing a 9mm to a bazooka. Or a 9mm, he's in an open field, and Deontay Wilder is somewhere in a tree with a rifle, with a scope on it, ready to snipe. It's not even fair, man. 40 opponents. Gerald Washington was doing pretty decent. And then the 5th round came, and Wilder reached out and touched him like a long-distance phone call. Ever since then, Gerald Washington was off the hook. And his line was disconnected with one fucking punch. And guys, even though they said Deontay Wilder can get wild sometimes, yes, he can swing wild when you're hurt. But name me one person that survived it. One person, because you know what? If somebody was throwing a normal left hook, you can just move back a little bit or turn here and catch it. And catch it. But if they throwing that wild ass hook, if you lean back too far, it still come around your guard and catch it. If you try to do this, by the time you think it should be there, you're like, fuck, it ain't here yet. You bring your guard down, smack right in your face. Listen, man. Deontay Wilder right hand is what the Infinity Gauntlet was in the Avengers. When Thanos, it's like this here. If Thanos never put on that glove, the Hulk would have probably been able to hunt with him. But when Thanos had that glove on, he had about 2 of them stones already. Man, he beat the brakes off the Hulk. And I'm telling you right now, guys, if Wilder hit Joshua like Thanos caught the Hulk, Anthony Joshua gonna go in the shell. Eddie Hearn is gonna be David Banner. Come out! He's gonna be trying to summon AJ. AJ gonna be like, no! AJ gonna go back in that hole, man. All right, let's get to it, guys. You know, I freestyle this shit, man. Wilder's right hand is a wrecking ball. Listen, man, that right hand causes destruction. I would rather fight Anthony Joshua right now than Deontay Wilder. Both of them probably can knock me out. I'm not saying that. But I just think when Wilder fucking hits me with that shit, see, Joshua might be able to daze me and catch me a little bit and make me end up going down, taking a knee, or he could knock me out. But if Wilder catch me with that shit, man, I'm going to have fucking neck problems for the rest of my life. If he hit me with my head turned, for the rest of my life, I got to walk around like this here. I got to talk like I'm somebody drunk uncle with a cigarette. Hey, you know, boy, what up, man? Hey, boy. I don't want that. I don't want that kind of problems. D-Tex at T-Dub. Did you see how... Man, listen, bro, I did a video, man. Go back and check out that video. And I'm going to talk about Fury as well. Did you see how Fury looked on his return fight? He fought like trash, and that was against a little guy. I think both Wilder and Joshua will whoop his ass. Listen, right now, man. Right now, Anthony Joshua and Wilder will love to fight. I want to see Tyson Fury come back. I said this numerous of times that I wanted to see him come back because he adds star power, marketability. He brings a record to the heavyweight division. And that fight, he just didn't look good. And the fact is, I knew something was off with that fight. When that fight did not start off with beef, it did not start off with an evil stare, it did not start off with a mean mug like I'm about to beat the shit out of you. When there was more romance than trash talking, when there was a kiss before the bell, I knew, guys. I knew he was in for some bullshit. When Tyson Fury reached down to kiss him, and I can't think of his name right now, guys. Fuck. Is it? Oh, I can't think of his name right now. But you know his opponent, the cruiserweight that fought him in heavyweight. When he reached up, and all I can hear is that Whitney Houston song, and I will always love you. And he kissed him on the lips. And I hear that sound. And neither fighter wiped it off. Then, and only then, I knew we was in for some bullshit. First fight had more taunting than any WWE game. Like in WWE game, they got a button where you can taunt and shit. It had more taunting than fighting in the first round. The second round was more the same. They were so not into the fight that Tyson Fury had time to look out and watch a brawl 20 rows back and the signal to, I think I can think of his name, to his opponent that, bro, look at that shit. Now that's a fucking fight. Hey, let's just take this round up and come back to third round. It was 100% garbage, man. Tyson Fury, listen, you know what? Guess who called out Tyson Fury? Luis Ortiz called out Tyson Fury. Will Tyson Fury answer that call? Who, matter of fact, if that Tyson Fury showed up against Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury gonna catch an L, man. Let's see what we got, man. Will the Magic Man, LOL, again, D-Tex, Max, Fury look awful. That body of his was, listen, that body of his was horrendous. That body of his had more dimples than a set. Matter of fact, was that cellulite? That shit looked like, you see some people with really fat legs and they got all them dimples from cellulite and all that shit. But you know what? Listen, I understand. That's why, and honestly, I think I had too much hype for this fight that, in all honesty, I should have looked at what it was. It was a tune-up fight, but I expected more out of it, at least more action. I expected a win, an easy win, just more action. But, man, honestly, listen, you know what? I did get action. I got action, but it wasn't the action that I was thinking about. It's like watching a football game and like, oh, shit, Dallas finna play the Giants. And you turn on the game, and it's a motherfucking Pornhub video. What the fuck is this? Kissing and hugging and touching? So, let's just say this. I didn't get the action I was hoping. I was hoping for a boxing match or somebody getting up, clean the fuck out. And what I got was a kiss in the beginning of the fight. And every time they got close, instead of the smaller men getting inside and working, the smaller man hugged him every time. He hugged him like he was cuddling with a bear. I even thought he closed his eyes a couple times, like, oh, so soft, snuggles. And then, in the fourth round where, Fury caught him with an uppercut or so, but he wasn't hurt. Fourth round ends, and Tyson Fury doesn't, not Tyson Fury, but I can't think of his fucking name. Fuck. The loser. That's how bad the fight was. I can't remember his name. He didn't even answer out for the fifth round. The crowd booed. Should I boo? Listen, I got so into it that I booed and threw popcorn and then instantly regretted because it hits my TV and had popcorn smears and grease and butter all on my shit that I had to use Windex to clean off. Let's get to the comment section. T-Tex come in immediately gay ass Fury. The little guy was picked up. Oh, you know what? My brother told me about this. I didn't see it, but he said he was picked up by Fury in the way, and I hope next thing Fury kiss is Wilder right hand. Listen, Fury know right now, after that performance, that he doesn't want to fight Wilder, Joshua, Ortiz, hell, probably not even Dylan White. Dylan White will most likely beat that Fury that showed up. D-Tech said, well, Magic Man, obviously Fury was fat, jiggling all over the ring. Jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. I ain't lying, man. This Henny got me, bro. Listen. Woo! Henny, nothing added on the rocks. Let's get it. I like my Henny like I like my haters. Slapped in the face with a fried bologna sandwich. Well, let's get it. Will the Magic Man, I can never wrap my head around how these terrible, out-of-shape boxers just couldn't care less how awful they look. Have no pride. You know what, man? It's like, you know, a lot of time when I was younger, you know, we was talking about how boxers need to be in shape. Honestly, if you look at the boxers in the past, you know, they all wasn't built like He-Man, but they were all in pretty shit shape. You know, it doesn't matter if you looked at, you know, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. They all was in pretty good shape. But now, the boxers are priding themselves on, you know, look, I'm out of shape and I can still fight. To be honest, I think they should care a little bit more because not even younger fighters, but younger people that look up to you is saying, I don't need to be in no healthy condition. Look at Tyson Fury. He's out of shape and he feels great and he's undefeated. And that can play on the minds of people. But, you know, I understand that your body is your body. You can do what you want to do with it. But, you know what? When you're in a professional level, you know, maybe you should do an effort to, you know, yes, I know you can fight out of shape with a belly that's as round as a spare tire, but maybe, you know, just for the people looking up to you, the fans coming up, that, you know, you should do it. Because every other sport, I wouldn't say that. You know, I can't say that because there's UFC fighters that they got big bear bellies, but you know what? I don't know, man. It's just these new age fighters. They don't really care about really being in shape. Cause I've seen some UFC fighters, they big, they out of shape, they got a belly that looks like a Buddha, the Buddha shape with the faces and all that. You know, sometimes their bellies get so big, it looks like a frown that comes right here, like they sad and shit. Damn right. Listen, they might not be sad, but their body is sad and shit. And don't tell me you haven't seen before them guys so big that their belly stick out and the crease right here looks like a sad face. Cause their body said, their body saying, I'm sad as a motherfucker. I'm so sad I just want to eat more. Hard is where you at. Well, let's get to it. We're the Magic Man. What we got? I was amazed at how strong the little guy was when he picked up Fury. Also, the little guy picked up Fury. I didn't see that. I was like, wow, I bet it felt like he was trying to lift a giant jelly. Listen, I bet you when he picked up Fury, he felt like Hulk Hogan did when he picked up Andre the Giant. And he's picking him up! Oh! You know what I'm saying? He's like, I mean, shit, man, he probably got a fucking hernia after picking up that. That's why he put on a piss poor performance, because he's probably strained 85 of the muscles in his body picking up Fury. This guy was over 19 stones. But guys, let's go and wrap it up, guys. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, man. This Henny got your boy sweating a little bit. Woo! Appreciate you guys joining the chat. Please do me a favor. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and share, guys. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the donate link to PayPal in the description. Till the next time, guys, it's your boy T-Dell. What's Blazing the Sports? We are here live.